How do you present a villain without showing the villain's POV? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I think it is much more impactful to show the outcomes of the villain's behavior. You can see this in very famous science fiction and fantasy stories in which we don't reveal the villain until very late in the story or at all. We might only see the impact of their decisions and the way that their evil has changed people's behaviors. To take it to sort of an extreme place, we tell a lot of World War II stories without ever actually showing the villain. We show the impact that that person's decisions had on the rest of the world and the way people change their behavior in reaction to those behaviors. We see the impact of the villainy rather than having to actually watch the villain do the villainous thing. When we do get to the villainous act, watching it through the villain's eyes is often deeply uncomfortable. And there's room for that, right? Like, I'm certainly not saying don't ever write an uncomfy story, but I'm saying that oftentimes your reader is going to connect better with the protagonist in that moment, that they are going to better connect with the victims of the evil rather than the evil being perpetrated. There is a very specific kind of writer who always pushes back and they say, well, I want to get inside his head and make people understand what would make a man do these things. We know. We don't need to be in his head to understand that he hates his wife. We don't need to be inside his head to understand that he hates people who don't look like him. Like, we know. There's no justifying evil. There is justifications to an antagonist, but to a true villain, there's not really any justification to it. If you're writing an antagonist who has a point but is maybe going about it in a bad way, or has like taken things too far, or who has been pushed to a point of sort of like behaving outside the bounds of normalcy, but he started in a good place, then that's an antagonist, maybe not a villain. Maybe there's some villainy, but that is still going to be more impactful if we see the impact of those decisions rather than watching him justify all of his terrible decisions in real time. We know and understand that there are dragons. Fiction helps us understand that those dragons can be slayed, not to get into the mindset of the dragon so we can see his point of view better.